Welcome to Sipping and Selling. I'm super excited to offer this home buyer's checklist today. I'm Dr. Anita and I'm selling Houston. Let's jump right in. I don't want this to be a long drawn out video, but I do want to share a few things that will be essential in the process when you are looking to make a purchase. Just add this to your checklist and let's jump right in. The first thing you want to do is determine your budget. It is necessary that you know what your financial limits are. Set a budget before you even start searching for anything at all so that you are aware of what you can afford, what house that you might be able to look at. And I'm going to stretch this and say not to look at homes that you cannot afford, that are not in the budget, or so far beyond the budget that you wouldn't be able to reach that in a successful manner. So it's really necessary to determine your budget up front before you even start to look, before you get into your search to see what that's going to look like and benefit for you. The next thing is to find that right location. Determine what that location is going to be for you based on your budget still. Research the area well so that you can know what the area looks like, the neighborhood that fits you and your needs. That is going to be very important and still match your lifestyle. You don't want to be miserable in a home that you've purchased and spent your savings and your finances on, and that won't be what it looks like for you. So you want to definitely make sure that the location fits your needs, not to settle for anything. Take your time, be patient, and find the right space. Now, this one is going to require a little homework, if you will, to have a list, to know what those needs and wants are. Separate them. One side for needs, one side for wants. Make this list very detailed. What are my must haves? What can I not negotiate on? What am I not willing to um, waver on? This is a very, very detailed, methodical list that you want to ensure that I'm getting everything I want from this purchase. And then on the other side, put a few things that it would be nice to have this in your home, and this will help you to narrow down your search. Now, it will be nice to have side are things that is not a deal breaker, that your must-haves are deal breakers. This is not a deal breaker, but I would like to have it. And it's possible that we can get all of those things into one wrapped up nicely in a bow, and that would be amazing. But you want this separate list going into it so that you know this is what I can compromise on, and this is what I cannot. And of course, it's a list, so it can always change if it needs to. Now, you want to get pre approved for a mortgage. This is going to help when you set your budget. Having that pre approval letter when you start looking gives you a little leverage. It lets the seller know that you're serious about this purchase and what you're looking to do, and it gives you that leverage overall. It also allows you to know what buying power you actually have. Now, your budget of how much you want to spend and your actual pre-approved amount may be two different amounts. Your budget may be much lower than your actual buying power, or you may not want to break the bank and be mortgage poor. What do I mean by mortgage poor? That you can afford to pay the mortgage, but you cannot afford to do anything else. You can't go out to eat now. You can't go to the movies. You can't enjoy an activity because you have a mortgage to pay. That's mortgage poor. That the only thing you can do is pay your mortgage. So you want to make sure your budget matches what your affordability is for the rest of life and enjoying life and all of the lifestyle things that you would like to do. Your mortgage approval amount may be different, and you want to make sure that you are matching those and speaking to the expert lenders about what that looks like for you. I always say, what can I afford in 30 days? That's when my mortgage is going to be due. It doesn't mean that I'm going to have to pay this amount for 30 years. That's an overwhelming amount. So set your budget to match what that affordability on your pre-approval. But you must get a pre-approval for your mortgage so that when you are out looking for a home, you know exactly what you can afford. And that will avoid any snags along the way for sure. Now, I'm Dr. Anita and I'm selling Houston. I am a realtor in organization of the National Association of Realtors, and I am an expert in the real estate area. A professional can help you to navigate the buying process. We can help you to navigate and negotiate with sellers. We can help you with the contracts and the language by which to you will need to know that information. We can assist where finding a lender is concerned and one that works with you and is a professional in the area. It's necessary that you um, seek out a realtor or a real estate agent that meets your needs, that's going to work for you, that's going to put your best interest at heart, that's going to be professional, going to be knowledgeable, and an expert in the area. So you definitely want to work with a real estate agent. Don't try to do it alone. I would love to have your business. I would love to answer any questions that you may have if you're in the market for any type of real estate, be it selling real estate, buying real estate, or leasing real estate. I'm happy to help navigate that for you and with you. Now, the next thing you want to do is get an inspection. Get an inspection. A professional home inspector will help you prevent any problems down the line when you are looking to purchase a home, especially if it's an older home. And I'm going to say, even if it's a new build, because you want to make sure that there are no problems with the purchase that you are making. And after you've already signed and closed and moved in, there are issues and problems. This is also important when you are leasing a property. Now, you may not hire a professional home inspector in a lease, but you should go around and check every inch of the property that you are looking to go into. So if there are problems or issues, it can be addressed on the front end. It is very, very important to do so. Consider the resale value. If you're purchasing a home, you may want to live in this home for a very long time, but it is important to consider the resale value just in case you want to sell it in the future. You don't want to be upside down in a home and pay far more for it than it is worth. This will be helpful when you get your appraisal. The appraisal will certainly match or tell you what the value of your home is for the day that that they appraised it on, but you want to definitely reconsider this in your process. So it should be a part of your checklist that what would this house be worth if we were to resell it or refinance it for that matter. It will be necessary information for you to have so that you know what that looks like. Or if you decide to lease it in the future, you still want to know what is that resale value because it tells you how much your home is worth. Now, this one is pretty important. Take time to really make an informed decision. Um, you want to make sure it's the right fit. Don't rush the process. Take your time. Do what you need to do your research. Um, Allow your real estate agent, your realtor to help you navigate that process, your areas, your neighborhoods, the type of home you're purchasing, your financial stability in that home. Don't rush it. This is a huge decision and you want to make the right decision. So definitely do not rush the process. Let it work for you. Now, you want to carefully read all the terms of your contract when you're purchasing, when you're selling, when you're leasing. Before you sign it, go over it. As a real estate professional, I go over contracts with my clients because I want to make sure that you understand the language. I want to make sure you understand what the terms of the agreement is. When you're going into this type of purchase, there is so much paperwork. And a lot of times it's just sign here, sign here, sign here. But you really want to know and understand what it is that you're signing. Go through that contract with a fine-tooth comb. Know what your legalities are. Know if there are any exits, as if when you get that inspection, that there's something that is a no-go for you and you just don't want to do it anymore. Is there something in the contract that will allow you now to get any deposits that you've put down back? That is necessary information. So please read your contracts, review them, ask questions of your agent, of your lender. Ask questions if you're uncertain about some information that's contained within the contract. It's necessary that you know this information. Those are the quick checklist tips that I want to give you today, um, because those are necessary things to think about on the front end before you get started. Yes, I would love to earn your business. But I would also want you to have the best possible outcome that you can have, whatever those expectations are for you. I hope that you make informed decisions. Use this checklist to your advantage so that you can be well informed. I'm happy to help with that. I am an expert in the Houston area. I'm selling Houston, Dr. Anita. I hope to see you soon.